Okay, so what is Game Tank? Game Tank is apparently a new video game console that is open source and available to the general public. You can buy the hardware, but you're not required to have the hardware. So we're going to try to figure out exactly what this is today, and I'd like it if you guys join me for that journey. So the Game Tank is an open source 8-bit retro console that you can build and build games for, and now you can buy one too. You'll notice I've already clicked on this, and you can already see here the price on their website. So $230 for the hardware itself, comes with one controller, and there's cartridges as well that you can get. You can get a blank cartridge that you can flash yourself. Cool, and a cartridge flasher. Nice. Okay, so definitely fully open source here. Alright, let's take a look at some other stuff real quick. Similar in spirit to fantasy consoles like the Pico 8 or the TIC-80, the Game Tank is set apart by its implementation as a physical hardware device first, followed by an emulator second. Games are written in assembly or a mix of C and assembly. The special hardware features of the Game Tank, such as the sprite copy mechanism and the audio coprocessor, streamline the process of writing fun and richly animated games. So this uses kind of a combination of 6502 assembly. It says here that all the schematics, board files, and 3D print files are available on GitHub. So we're going to go ahead and reopen that link. And if you're not familiar with what GitHub is just a repository where you can share programming files and all types of other things to other developers and so on and so forth. So you're going to see pretty much everything here. We're going to take a look through this folder. So we're going to go to code, click download zip, and we're going to wait for that to download. Alright, Game Tank main. What do we have in here? Let's change our view to extra large. Okay. So we got our attributes here. Let's open this up in Visual Studios. It's just binary, nothing crazy. Cool. Okay. Let's see what we have here. This is our controller, apparently. Nice. Go away. I love ads. Don't you love ads? Alright, so we got our model files. Let's see. Get your STLs. So, STLs are print files. What? Are you telling me I can print my own console if I wanted to? Oh, dude, I don't have an STL viewer. What? Let's see if we can find something online. Free STL viewer online. Gotta love the internet. Alright, let's see. I am not responsible for anything that you find in my computer. Okay, so it's probably not showing that because it's not unzipped. This is correct. Alright, so extract all. Well, I guess while it does that, we will go back and take a look at a few things here. You might very well be a couple of electronic components. You might very well be a couple of electronic component orders and a weekend of soldering away from having your very own Game Tank to plug into your TV. Seriously. One of this project's guiding principles has been to use through whole parts that are easy to work with and parts that are still made today. No sourcing eBay for old stock chips is needed. You can source all the components brand new on DigiKey and Mouser. Nice. And there is an emulator. So we'll check that out. Oh snap, we got another GitHub. Let's do it. Downloading that. And then, to make development for the system easier, the Game Tank has an emulator with builds for Windows, OS X, and Linux. There's even a version that runs in the browser and performs decently on certain phones. Okay. The emulator is under active development to better replicate the behaviors of the physical console, as well as add-on hardware and special cartridge features. Nice! Alright, so we got a video here for Prototype 3.1. Let's take a look at it. Bad Apple, got it. You know, the fact that this even exists is incredible to me. 200 colors, nice. It's Tetris! Ah! Dedicated audio coprocessor, 3.5 megapixel and second blur. Nice. Fully open source. That's so sick. Look at how easy that is to take apart. Oh my god, all those chips. What am I looking at? Okay. Okay. Dude, this guy right here. A nicely formatted programming manual and tutorials are in the works, but in the meantime, check out some of our example code in the emulator repo. You are also encouraged to join the Discord and ask questions directly. In fact, this will help inform the areas and tutorials. Now, I'm already in this Discord, so I don't really need to click that link, but you guys, of course, can find it on gametank.zone. So let's take a look at the example code. What? Here's Bad Apple, Blitter Test, Cubicle Night. Nice, 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 nice. Memory bank, add templates. Alright, so you got an SDK kit here. You can also get for development. Let's see, browse games. Let's look at games. This is everything that's been built so far. Or programmed for this. So GS Fighters, my understanding is that is in development right now. What? You can just play them on the website, so there's no cartridge needed, and you can just... Oh, that's so sick. Dude, that is so sick. Okay, so our controllers, arrow keys are the directional buttons. Enter is start. Z, X, and C is ABC. Also ABC. Okay. Player 2 controls. General key. There's a 2-player mode. Alright, we're gonna give this a try. Alright. What? Alright, ZXC. I think that's what I want. I want ZXC. Alright. Cool. What? That's crazy. It's a bit slow. A bit underwhelming. Let's see what happens. Now this is just a tech demo. Let's see here. Can I crouch? You know what this... Let's see. There was... Okay, what were the controller 2 options? So I need TF and GH. Here we go. TF. Okay. So you know what this sounds like to me? Check this out. It sounds almost like a dodgeball. You know that clunk noise? Nostalgic. That's nice. Okay. Simple. Very basic. Nothing crazy. Let's see. Tanks. Load ROM. Oh, it just keeps going. Oh, is that it? Okay, that's right. So I need... What? I can just go through them? I mean, it's a novel idea, to say the least, but, you know. I just blew him up. Alright, what else we got? Now, these are just to kind of, like, test a few things. Accursed Fiend is the one that was most most interesting to me. Okay. Oh, yes, I did indeed die early. Okay, let's turn that down. Let's try this again. Alright, so these levels or these dungeons are randomly generated. Oh, there's a heart. Heart's increased. Alright, so our controls, 2-player. Okay, so they don't really change at all. Shift and R to reset. And my understanding is you can also play these games on itch.io as well. Like, they really don't force you to pay for anything, you can just have it, which is really cool. But you can pay for the 3D printed hardware if you really wanted to, if you wanted to have physical media. And that's cool, you know. Let's see. Pretty simple. I have no idea where I'm going or what the general principle of this is. What's my objective? Where am I going? Oh shit. I'm gonna just keep going to the right until something happens. Oh, that was apparently the right choice. Ah! Okay, press B to enter, and here we go. Alright. Now those monsters are getting a little bit hairier, if you will. I guess it's just a general progression dungeon, right? So, see how far you can get. There doesn't appear to be a story of any kind. It just exists. I don't know what that is. Oh, map filled. There's a map. Okay. Start. There's a fucking map. Alright. So I have to get to that X, it looks like. Haha. Okay, so if I find a map... Yeah, this is actually pretty fun. It's abstract. It makes you kind of ask questions. And the animations are so smooth. The music is nice. I like the little chiptune beat. Oh, hey, sir. Sir? First of all, rude. Very disrespectful. He just did not care. I get hit again, it's game over. Let's see, where are we? Oh, of course I find the map right where I needed to be. Is that a boss? Is that what this is? And game over. You know, this kind of reminds me of Kings of Eden for the Atari Jaguar, which is a great game, by the way. If you've never played. Okay, so I have characters to choose from in this one. Oh, it's Sakuban. Okay. I've played plenty of Sakuban. Reset, shift, and R, resetting. Is there any point to the characters? Huh. I think I get it. Hold on. Haha. I've played enough Sakabon in my day to know what I'm doing. Hell yeah. Suck it. Too easy. I wonder what... Oh. I have screwed myself. Nice. But that's alright, because I can fix it. Oh god, no. Can't fix that. Oops. So what happens if I pick another character? Oh, nothing crazy. It just changes your character. Alright. So that's Bob's Barrels. What else do we have? Word guess game, multi-pack, Cubicle Night. What is Hello World? I gotta know what that is. Oh, it's just a simple... That it? Okay, cool. Just a tech demo. Nice. Tetris. We gotta play Tetris. Pretty sure there's like a copyright issue here, but who cares? It's Tetris. Even the music. Oh, this is great. Yeah, this actually feels very smooth and very responsive. I wonder what the actual console feels like. Wonder if it like changes in any capacity. Dude, this feels just like regular old Tetris. I used to have Tetris on my Game Boy. Black and white, mind you. That's how old I am. And kill screen. Game over. Alright. And then we have Bad Apple, which is just an animation. Everybody knows what Bad Apple is, but it'd be interesting to see this. I've seen this like 12.5 times on so many platforms. Heck yeah. Alright, word guess game, and then we'll do the arcade multi. Let's see. Sure. We'll do... Whoops. Okay. QWERTY. Okay. How does this work? Not valid. Okay. What, do I just gotta find a word that fits? I mean, it kind of speaks for itself, right? So you just guess a word. So I'm just gonna say... Rude. Okay, so it's gotta be 5 letters. I'm guessing. Alright. There's no apostrophe, so your wouldn't be it. You know what? There you go. I mean, it's a keyboard, right? How does that work? Can I not use these letters now? Oh, I can. So, house. You know what? We'll do heart. Wait. We'll do earth. I don't know what's going on. Alright, I'm already bored with this, so I'm just going to go ahead and go on to the next one. We are going to check out Cubicle Knight, but I really want to save that one because that one seems to have my attention the most. That's actually what kind of brought my attention to this platform, so let's see. It didn't load the game. I wonder why. Guess we'll go to Cubicle Knight. Alright, well, so much for Arcade Multi-Pack. Is there an attack button? No? Oh, cool. I love a good platformer. This is great. That's a tree with some water up there. Oh, sick. Needs key. Oh, God, that's cute. In a weird, unsettling way. Well, look at me. Congratulations. Way to go, Kaz. Alright. Now that I know I can get on the lamps... I'm gonna be smart about this one. Haha! Told ya! Very springy. Oh, I can't jump on them? Well, that sucks. Alright. I definitely want to spend a lot more time on this one, because we're trying to do a quick look, and I'm not really blazing through these. I'm taking so much time with this one. Oh, nice. Apparently I was going in the right direction this entire time. You know, I appreciate a platformer that makes you think outside the box, right? Because at first glance, I would have never assumed to jump on the lamps. Cubicle Knight. I want to understand why it's called Cubicle Knight. And it's not really... He's not really a knight. Looks like a regular guy. Looks just... Oh! Oh, that's so dirty. Oh, dude, that's so dirty. Okay. I'm gonna do a whole video for this one. That one looks so fun. Alright. So, we're gonna close out of this for now. I mean, look at all these games, dude. Like, you can... Okay, hold on. Let's see. So, we tried to play this one. Didn't work. Are these ROMs? .g? No? Yeah, it just keeps going back to Cubicle... Oh, there it goes! There it goes. Alright. 2 penguins. Oh, okay. Sure, we'll do her. Round 1. What does that mean? Oh. Oh, shoot. Cool. That's unfortunate. Okay, I see the point here. Gotta get them to both go to the goal. Let's see. We checked that one. We have something called Legacy, so we'll open that. Torpedo. We haven't checked that one out yet. We have target practice. Okay, we have shotgun. Look at all these really... Somebody made burning rubber. Like, that's so cool. Go fish? No thanks, Chrome. Leave me alone. And Kadash something. I don't know how to say that. A very hard game. Alright. Look at all these tabs we opened up here. Okay, we'll check all these out in just a little bit. So, programming manual. Alright, so programmer's manual. You have quite a bit here. You have your color address, or your addresses. Color. What the hell's wrong with me? Banking register. Video blitter flags. Enable, disable the blitter. Select frame buffer set to TV. Look at all of this, man. They are really user-friendly here. Like, nothing has been held back. I really like this. Oh yeah, we did do some downloads, didn't we, right? So we were trying to open up earlier STL files. So let's check that out. GameTank main, hardware. Let's see. Here, let's go back. We were looking at CAD, STL. Here we go. So yeah. This is the front of the cartridge. Ain't that something? Tell me that's not cool. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, and what else we got? Drag and drop. We got the back of the cartridge. Little screw points. Look at that, it's so cool. Oh. I am nerding out over this right now. I guess I should probably do a shout out to Frank VCS, because his exact words were, "You want a game tank. You need a game tank." And you know what? Look at the cartridge tray. I think I need a game tank. That's so cool. This is so fun. I got like 3 buddies who could 3D print me this right now. Dude, this is... wow. Labels. Okay. Dude, it's building... I don't think that's supposed to happen. What am I looking at? That appears to be the controller, but it's all combined together. Let's keep adding. Let's see what happens. Top plate. What? So we've built our controller by accident with a cartridge in the middle. That's cool. Spacers. Yeah, why stop there? Let's keep going. We'll go back. Let's see. Let's go console. Oh, what? Look at that. We're building it. We're building our console, guys. That's so cool. Alright. What else do we have here? We got build guides. Building cartridges, peripherals, USB flasher. Wow. Introductions. Dude. This is very well thought out. I am just fanboying over this right now. This page will walk you through building AV boards, which generates the signals that go out to the TV. Look at this. Wow. Okay. Dude, I have so much to look at. I made a comment about these chips before. This page will walk you through building the CPU board, which holds the main system's bus, blitter, cartridge ports, gamepad ports, and GPIO ports. The power board is also attached to the CPU Wow, dude, what in the world? Look at all these capacitors here, man. Okay, so we're looking at 150 ohm resistors. Soldering and trimming resistors, set a couple of the trim leads aside to help with a later step. Dude, Marcelo, where are you? I know you are going to love this. Dip sockets. Let's see. 18 sockets, 2 rows, and 7 pins. Man, once it's all just thrown on there, it looks like a congealed mess. Of just computer chip after computer chip. Okay, it is important that the beveled corners is on the top left to mate with the AV board, assuming control ports are oriented downwards. There are a lot of vias on this board, so be careful not to short any of this connector's small pins to a via. In other words, don't be stupid. The bevel corner should go towards the top right. The connections is not symmetrical. Don't put carts in backwards, but the connector itself is symmetrical and can be installed in either direction. Okay, interesting. 2 locking molds. Molex, 1x2 header pins. For reset, okay, gotcha, so for reset, orientation shouldn't matter. Alright, and so you're looking at your buttons here. Simple enough. Is this a woman's hand I'm looking at? Ah, it's 2025. That's subjective. Depending on the market, the HCT and AHC versions might be easier to get. These will work fine. Dude. Really is a step-by-step guide. Wow. 40 steps and you have your PCB with everything involved. That's insane. USB flasher. Okay, so you have your production, your GitHubs. Dude. Alright, let's go take a look at the store. Let's go take a look at the store. Okay, so when you look at the Game Tank, we've already taken a brief look at this and some of the cartridges, right? So, console is $230. You can always do your shop pay through PayPal. You can also probably do Affirm, I think. Don't quote me on that. I wouldn't begin to know. So you have a 2 game pack, Tanks and Brick Battle, $30, cartridge, PCB games. Okay, so they're not actually calling it Tetris, they're calling it Brick Battle. Alright, smart. Alright, arcade multi-pack. We didn't look at everything here, and it appears we're not going to see everything here either. Oh, volume 1, so that means there's going to be another one. Alright, we got our cartridge flasher, also $30. Pretty simple. Let's take a look at this controller, dude. It's using the 9-pin connector similar to the Atari joystick or the Sega Genesis controller, which is dope. So I'm kind of curious if it's backwards compatible. It might not be, but if it is, that'd be cool. The controller's only $15. Like, that's so dope. I'm just a little concerned with that roughness there from the 3D printing, like how that's going to feel and eventually rub off on, like, my thumb after a long period of time. Oh, they sell stickers. Okay, hold on a second. Alright, so we have our categories. I didn't even notice this. I don't even know how I didn't notice this. We have hardware, right? Ah, they even have it in a black shell. I suppose you could print your own. I'd probably print mine in green. Just because I'm biased for green. That's cool. That's cute. I like it. That's cute. Okay, and then you have your software, right? So you have your cartridges, and it seems they're only selling 4 cartridges right now. A Cursed Fiend. Okay, here's some information on it. Crawl the dungeon, slay monsters, and defeat the evil entity whose foul aura has left the lands barren. A fantasy sword-slinging adventure for the Game Tank, featuring randomly generated dungeon layouts. Okay. Alright. So there's not really much there. It's just randomly generated point A to point B gameplay. Alright. Houseware. You got mugs, stickers, mouse pad. Nice. You got a towel. Alright. Jengu stickers? Who is Jengu? Sticker of my cat. An 18-pound man with with blades demanded stickers as tribute, and I had to comply. That's great. I like that. I support that. That's nice. Alright, so where? In contacts. Somebody at GameTank.zone. This guy has a sense of humor. I love this. This is wonderful. Well, yeah. That's my first impressions of GameTank. I want to do gameplay video, in-depth gameplay video for this. For sure. Well, anyways, that's it. I don't really know how to end this, but that's pretty cool. Nice.